Alright. I'm gonna get this off the screen real quick. Appreciate your patience. And I'm gonna turn off my chat so their logs can't be picked up along with that. And we're just about set to get going here. And Bcfa NFC Championship. Obviously we have the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles here. Both ready to potentially move on to the Super Bowl. Alright, both are obviously waiting to get into the Super Bowl. I mean, only one team's going to get there, but it should be a good matchup here. I'm pretty sure the Eagles have a better record just by one win, but the Panthers are the favorites to win from my knowledge, so of course we will see shortly. And it looks like we're about to get going here. Both teams should be ready. I'm just going to get the stream link real quick so I can send it all over to the owner of the league, but also apologize for no thumbnail if you're just starting to watch now. Let me send this over though. Okay, let's send it to him. Here we go. At Jarvis stream link. Anyways, apart from that, Eagles are going to get started with the ball here. We're going to have a quick delay of game. Of course, they'll just P-clock that back, / flag it back. And we're set to go here, underway. And alright, we're going to get going. QB rolls left for the Eagles, has a few options, throws it deep, slightly over. And I'm just keeping an eye on streams here. Just waiting for that to get posted so we can get some viewers. But yeah, I still can't. Anyways, rolling up the middle, that'll be picked off by XL90. One of their best receivers, 7 touchdowns thus far in the playoffs at receiver, so we're going to see how good he does stay at wide receiver. Of course, just got an interception too, so he'll be good on defense. Yeah, when he posts that, we should get some viewers, but for now, it is just going to be me. It's just going to be me for now. Me and myself. But let me also send it to my friend. Give me a second. Here's stream. Nice. Anyways, quick pick off by the Panthers, and I'm just gonna get the official standings. Yeah, the Eagles are 7-3, Panthers 6-4. Neither team is perfect, but it will be a good game regardless. And once again, gonna keep an eye on that. Anyways, QB rolls straight back, moves to the right. XU, we'll call him. Looking for his options. Finds BHO, and that's gonna be a gain of 30. Good for 30 yards there. Very good throw, very good catch, and he toe taps as well. And we are going to get off to a good start here. The Panthers looking. And he's going to find the short option for a gain of 4. A great job right there. And XU going to get ready to hike again right here. So let me just check the volume.
Panthers looking.
Alright, volume's fine. And he's going to use up that P-clock. Time is ticking. Goes right up the middle. It's a set play. Good for a first down. And now they have 1st and goal. 4 chances to get this touchdown. A team like the Panthers, you've got to expect them to get it. But we're going to see what XU goes with. He's being double rushed. Has 2 blockers, to my knowledge. Yep. 2 blockers right there. He's rolling. Looks in the end zone. Can't quite get it. And we're still scoreless. We move into 2nd and goal. And here we go. And XU looking over his options. He rolls right. May take a run here. He does. Jukes past the defender, and he's in. Touchdown, Carolina. And they are going to lead 6-0 here. I mean, what a run. What a play. That was just Very good job overall. And Poop is going to go for the extra point here. Going to see if he can hit it. He will. And it's going to be a 7-0 lead for the Panthers. And very good first drive for them. I mean, the Eagles have got to respond. Not what you would expect out of their team. I mean, they're the higher ranked seed. So they're on their own home turf here. And you've got to think, I mean, is their QB losing a little confidence from that? Who knows? But regardless, they're going to let the Peacock run. And I would assume they're going to hike on this one. They may be waiting for a player. Not sure. And he hikes. Rolling to the left. Has his options. May go right up the middle. He does. And that is going to be caught. It's barely not picked off, and he's going to keep going. And this is going to be a touchdown for the Eagles. And Philadelphia responds instantly and shows why they are the higher ranked team. And what a good job right there. I mean, that is how you respond to a touchdown like that. A very risky pass. I mean, that could have gone either way, but the Eagles get the benefit of the doubt here. And they are going to maybe tie up this game. We're going to see the PAT. Going to see what he can do. Connects? Yeah, it's good. No good. Oh, wow. That looked like it went in. I guess it's no good. They're going to get subtracted a point. Yeah, I guess that was no good. And Carolina is going to roll out right here. They go to the right. Goes back, looking over his options. Has that middle wide open. He goes deep. It's a good pass. Caught but incomplete. Slightly out of the end zone. Really good look, but wide receiver can't quite toe tap it. Because the pass was a little too far. And here we go. P-clock on 10. And apparently angles are allowed. They may have agreed on angles. That's something that both franchise owners and management can agree on. And he has that short. He goes deep again. It's another good pass. And it's just over. And that pass is a little too overthrown. And you can see 2 deep tries. Is he going to go for a short option to get the first down here? We'll see. XU needs a first down. I wouldn't want to punt the ball at this point of the game. Just got to try to get that first. He goes for it, and it's good. 17 yards. That could have been an interception, but CB sleeping a little bit. And he... Whoa! They get flagged for 5 yards, and we're going to have something in 20. Yeah, it was a DB call. I would assume a rollout of some sort. Not quite sure. Obviously, I don't really know too much about the OL rollouts and DBs and such. But yeah, and I just see the stream just got posted. And it's if you're just joining now, thank you. Appreciate it. And it's a Final Four matchup here. Eagles and Panthers. Eagles the higher ranked seed. Panthers obviously on the Eagles home turf trying to win. That's a beautifully placed pass. Poop catches it. It's good for 37. And hello, yes, welcome everybody. Now we're going to get a few more viewers. And XU rolls out to the right. Looks at that pass, a little lag spike. That's way over. And that's going to be incomplete. In my opinion, that's his first complete error of a throw of the game. Every other incomplete has been pretty close, in contention. They go for the LS play. It's good for 11 yards, and they put it within 4. So 3rd and 4 here. You have 2 more tries to get this first down, unless you want to kick a field goal, which might not be worth it. You only need 4 yards. And don't feel free to like and subscribe if you want. Obviously up to you, but it's always appreciated. Goes for the slant. It's a touchdown for the Panthers. And they get the touchdown. Another 6 points on the board. And who else but XL90, their best wide receiver. And good job to the Panthers. They're going to go for the extra point here. We'll see if they can connect. Poop. 2 for 2 on the day. And we have a 14-6 ball game. With the Eagles also having received the ball. They threw an interception their first drive. I don't think there were too many people in here when that happened, but yeah, they did throw an interception on their first drive. So Panthers will be getting the ball at halftime. Anyways, QB rolls to the left. Looking at his options, Panthers have some pretty good defense. He's going to take a run. Kima is down. It's good for 12 yards. And okay, we have a 2nd and 3 here. That was a very good run. You know, nobody was really open. Had to go for a run right there. New QB, actually. I guess they're switching off QB. He's going to go straight back. Throws up a deep ball. We're going to see if that can connect. Looks good. Swatted down. Very good pass. But sadly for the Eagles, a better swat by the Panthers. That was a pretty good one. Just wasn't quite high enough. And also angles are allowed according to both teams. I believe they did agree on that. Just to note for the viewers. Has that option in the middle. Doesn't go for it. Continues the roll to the left. Has a little bit of space. He's running out slowly. Deep is going to get that, and Poop gets the tackle for 40 yards. A good job by the Eagles right there, you know, moving all the way down the field in that one drive. Very good job. And the QB is going to let that clock run a little bit. And Wig rolls to the left. Moving back. Jumps in the middle. Splits the defenders. Has a little bit more space now. We can review those options. Slightly underthrown. It's again swatted by the Panthers. Gotta wonder, that could have been a possible interception, but of course, they ended up just swatting that down. Moved to 2nd 15. And alright, he's going to run. That's good for 8 yards. A very good run right there. We move to 3rd and 7. Excuse me. And he's going to roll to the left. Wig reviewing. Goes for the short option. He's down for a loss of 1. And they're going to have to kick a field goal here. They missed their other field goal for the PAT. We'll see if they can connect on this. They will. They put it within 5 points. 14-9 game. Heading into the second quarter here. 4:57 on the board. We're going to see what the Panthers can do. Yeah, I mean, if they get a touchdown here, then they're going to start pulling away slowly. The Eagles' offense is clearly lacking thus far. Going to go for another deep ball. It looks good. It's caught. A touchdown for the Panthers. Oh man, what a good throw, and a better catch by who else but XL90. And good job. Here we go. Cool. Nice. And I mean, that was a very good play. Panthers clearly not afraid to go deep. They've gone deep almost every single throw, so of course not too scared there, and that is going to be ran straight in for another 2 points. So they get those points back. I don't think they missed a PAT. They just were allowed to go for 2, I guess. Not sure how that works. But anyways, Eagles have got to respond here. I mean, it's a 22-9 game in the top of the second quarter. So I think you've got to find a way to respond. Panthers only rushing 1 on this. Their second rusher comes in a little late. Space is quickly closing. He's going to have to get rid of it. He does. Goes for the short end. The wide receiver misses that one. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get that throw. Let me just move around a little bit in the game. Good. Okay. QB rolls left. Could be running here. He does. Misses the tackle. This is going to be a first down. He gets 16 yards out of that. And that was a risky run, but it ended up working out for him. He put on the jukes and went into running mode. He put the Crocs in sport mode. It's a better way to put it. Anyways, gets pushed all the way back to his own 10. That's going to be short. Swatted down. Again, a possible interception, but the Panthers are playing it safe. Just swatting everything down. Playing it safe isn't a bad thing when you're winning by this as much as they are. So, I mean, you can't really blame them. 2nd 15 gets pushed back again. Going to see what he can do here. And he gets tackled for 10 yards. And this is a 3rd and 5 that the Eagles have got to connect on. I don't think they want to go to 4th down. that could be some risky business for them, so we're going to see what they can do. Rolls left. Gets pushed back again. That short option's not available. Oh, the CB just gave up, but the wide receiver also just missed. So, sadly, for the Eagles, they're on 4th and 5. I mean, they've got to connect here. You can't give the Panthers the ball at half of the field. You just can't do that. I mean, they're probably going to score. They've been lights out on offense. So they've got to find something there. Going for a possible run. Anyways, he rolls right. Going for the touchdown. It's swatted. And that is a huge swat for the Panthers. That's a turnover on downs. XU is going to get back to work here. Now it's even easier for him. It's at the middle of the field. He gets pushed back. Zone 20. Looks for the throw. And that's going to be a little out of bounds. Gets the mag, but obviously can't reel that in. That would have been pretty impossible to reel in. And he's going to take his time here. Clock not really ticking. Fakes the run. Has a potential burn now. Obviously he's been going for a lot of dimes. Gets pushed way back to his own end zone. He goes for that short. He misses it. It's up in the air. He catches it. He catches his own tip, and that's a 12-yard loss. Probably not smart to catch that one, but yeah, they lose 12 yards on a pretty funny and broken play. And we have a 3rd and 27. They've got to go deep. I mean, they've got to try to hit a wide receiver on a deep route. He's going to toss it up. It's a 2v2. Caught for a touchdown. And the Panthers find a way to score. Oh, man. That has got to hurt if you're an Eagles fan. Man, that has got to hurt. XL90 showing why he has 3 touchdowns in this game. I mean, that is a great catch. And the Eagles cannot do anything about that. And we're going to see if they can connect on the for 2. Oh, mixes that defender. Running out of space, he's down. And they cannot get the 2-point conversion, but they get another touchdown. They're up 28-9 here. So this is quickly becoming a blowout. I mean, Eagles were doing pretty good at the beginning, but after that last blunder on offense, you gotta think, what are they gonna do here? So he's taking his time with the P clock. Rolls back to the left. Running out of space, goes for the short option this time. His wide receiver does not miss it. That's good for 10. And now we are on 2nd and 5. I mean, they scored their second drive of the game. Other than that, they haven't done too much. But if they can maybe get like a really good deep ball, then you never know. They're getting the checkdowns right now. That's gonna get them a first. So he's still gonna go. This could be a touchdown if they block him. This will be an Eagles touchdown. Talk about maybe getting some momentum back. He taunts when they're losing by quite a bit, but regardless, that's going to be a touchdown. And we now have a 22-15 game as the Eagles respond in a pretty big way. Put this a little closer. And obviously, it is still important to remember that the Panthers get the ball at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Eagles got the kickoff. So, I mean, they need this PAT. We'll see if they can get it. See any point they can get. And it's going to connect. Hit this PAT. And it's good. Oh, man. Alright. Panthers get the ball back. 1:59. There's probably time for 3 to 4 more drives for each team. Not each team, but in total. Anyways, Eagles don't really have any rushers. Number 1 is going to come in a little late there. Rolls left. Has a few options. He goes for that side route that I was looking at. Can't quite reel it in. I'm not sure if that was catchable, but yeah, I don't know. It's like they finally decided on a QB. They voted XU. He's been very good today. I don't think he's thrown an interception. Yeah, the Eagles don't have one, so no interceptions. Quite a few touchdowns. Obviously doing pretty good. He's going to look for that option again. It connects this time. It's good for 34. And BHO Foxter gets the completion. The catch, rather. He's going to roll left here. Running out of space a little bit. Goes for the short. it'll be caught for 14 yards. And they have a 2nd and 1. You gotta wonder, are they gonna try to run down the clock a little bit? Or are they just gonna go for a touchdown pass here? I guess we'll find out. Anyways, letting the clock run down to the 1 minute warning. And now they're gonna get going again here. So XU gonna take his time with this play. Goes right up the middle. It's a run, 0 yards. Prevents the first down. We moved to 3rd and inches. I guess they got a few inches because now it is 3rd and inches instead of 2nd and 1. They're gonna new play it. The clock is still ticking, mind you. The clock is still going. And he's sacked. Loss of 8. And they are probably gonna go for it. They will. It's a 4th and 9 with 30 left on the clock. The Eagles will have one last chance to go for a deep pass if this fails with the Panthers. He's going to roll back right, goes for it. It's missed, and the Eagles have a chance to possibly put up one more touchdown before the quarter ends. We'll see what they do with these 20 seconds. The Panthers have been very good with swatting thus far, so probably, I mean, I would assume that it's going to be a swat scenario. And he's going to go right up. I don't think that's catchable. It isn't. Luckily for him, it was a little too overthrown, so the PR couldn't get it either, but I mean, probably not the smartest move with this much time left. Goes for that pass, incomplete. Very good look. They still have all their timeouts. So a good look. Sadly, it's incomplete, and we move to 3rd and 15. Make sure to take his time, set up his wide receivers how he wants them. And yeah, they're going to let this tick all the way to the bottom. There's no rushers on. They have that one short wide receiver. And we're going to see what he does here. He goes for that other side. It's like a 5v2. That was not going to work. I believe he threw it to the 4v1. Yeah, we're going to skip half here. And XL90, another interception. Yeah, that was a 3 versus 1. Not too much that wide receiver can do in his defense. And at half, it's 28-16. And like I've been saying, the Panthers will get the ball. So Panthers ball, 28-16, as we head into the second half. It's still anybody's ball game, but the Panthers have definitely looked better thus far in that first half. Some big takeaways are XL90 has been doing very good on offense and defense. XU has been pretty lights out on offense, there being their lockdown QB. And the Eagles' offense has not been able to actually, they've had some clutch moments. I'll give them that. They've had some clutch moments. But it's more their defense, I think, that just hasn't been able to stop this offense. They have with some drives, but if they want to win, they've got to do more than what they've been doing. And he's pushed back to his end zone. Some good rushing. Goes for the deep option. Will it fall in? And it's not caught. Just overthrown. Possibly maggable. I believe that was maggable, so maybe not really overthrown. More just a 50-50 for the wide receiver. And I believe they're rushing one from the side right there. Some in-game movement. And he's going to quickly run out of space. He's going to have to run. They all miss. But he goes back and he's sacked. Not really sacked, but he loses the yard. And the ball will instantly be punted over to the Eagles, as their defense really showed out there. And they're going to need to continue to do that if they want to win this game. Going to pick that up at his own 20. And he's down for 51. If he broke that tackle, I mean, that could be a potential touchdown, as that lane was wide open. And the Eagles QB is going to get going again here. Goes right up the middle. Dodges one, dodges two. Another one. He's still going, and he has a first down. That's good for 16 yards. I mean, all game, the Panthers' one weakness is their tackling. They have not been able to tackle the Eagles very well in this game. They've missed a lot of just open tackles. They've missed a ton of those. And he's going to try to find the deep option. Is it going to drop? No, it doesn't. I believe the wide receiver might have laid it, but wow, that was a really close one. Great look by the QB. I mean, That was a really good find. Just couldn't quite get it in there. Splits right up the middle of those DEs, and he's going to run. He gets a block. This could be a first down. And it's good for 9. They're going to move to 3rd and 6. Yep, 3rd and 6. And this is a pretty big moment for the game right here. So they've got to convert on this. I wouldn't want to go to 4th down. Not a lot of 4th down conversions so far for either team. They are going to get the first. That's good for 8 yards. So they do get the first down. Pretty big lag spike. Going to keep going here though. Wig rolling to the left. Has to throw it. Goes for the short, and his wide receiver does not jump. We've seen a lot of just misses on those types of passes in the game for both teams. I mean, you gotta think, are the QBs gonna start hitting the chest on those shorts? Regardless, he gets pushed way back to his own 20. Another short option. One D goes for the click, and then he gets tackled for 10 yards. And the Eagles are slowly moving up the field. They're playing the long game here, for sure. So they've spent their almost half of the quarter on their drive so far. So we hit the halfway mark of the 3rd. Rolls back to the right. Quickly running out of room. He's at his own 20. He cannot get sacked here. And he escapes this. He escapes it for a little bit. The blocker comes up clutch. And he has a lot of room now. Has some time to think about where he's going to throw it. He has that middle. He finds it. And the wide receiver missed. That is not a good miss right there. As that forces them to go to 4th and 5, where they should be on 1st and goal right now. At the minimum. I mean, maybe could have even scored a touchdown off it. We'll see what he does. Gets pushed back again. And he's sacked for 15. Panthers get the ball. Can't even blame the QB. I mean, what more can you do for your wide receivers? There's not much more that can be done. Obviously, like I said, you cannot blame the QB there. And XU going to get going for the Panthers. And that has got to hurt for if you're an Eagles fan. I mean, you basically had the first, and then it went to a 4th down, couldn't convert. And now the Panthers have a chance to double the score of the Eagles if they convert on a touchdown. I'm not sure what the holdup. Apparently the Eagles have too many. Yeah, I mean, I think both teams have 8, so I don't know what the problem would be, but yeah. Not sure. Anyway, he's going to hike it here. No, there's only one rusher. So obviously XU's going to have a lot of time to look over his options. He's going to roll back. Moving to the left. Has quite a few wide receivers that could be open. Goes for the deep option. Nobody's there. It's going to be incomplete. So that one does not connect. Move to 2nd 15. It's time. The clock is stopped, but time is continuing to tick down. We're at 1:37. And we have a good one here. It's not quite a 10-point game, but 12 points is 2 touchdowns, yeah. Yeah, they can't even just get a touchdown to field goal. You've got to get 2 touchdowns if you want to tie it up. Not tie it, but come back from the deficit. You need 2 touchdowns. And looking like some sort of stack play. He's going to have to run, and he's down for a loss of 2. The Eagles' defense continues to come up huge here. Another lag spike. And I mean, yeah, the story in this game has just been the second half Eagles defense. As goodness. They have not let up too much. Every yard is pretty difficult for the Panthers here. They have to look for an option. He's going to go deep. And it's just incomplete. He cannot get the toe tap. That looked like it was in. That's a really close one. That definitely looked like it was in, but Eagles ball, and they have a chance to gain one of those touchdowns back. And the wide receiver that almost had it in was XL90. That would have been his 4th or 5th of the game, one of those. Not sure which. Anyways, he's going to run, gain of 3. And I'm just going to check what's going on in here. Nice. Alright, give me a second. Cool. And any questions for any of the viewers, just drop them in the chat for me. Always willing to answer those. It's going to be completion for a game of 19. And of course, feel free to like and subscribe. Always appreciate it. And the Eagles QB, once again, has to roll back. Tightly contested by the rusher. At his own end zone, he has to do something. Rusher gives him a little bit of time. Looks for that option. And the wide receiver cannot quite reel it in. Because that was definitely catchable, but couldn't quite get it done. And the Eagles QB he's been doing great. It's just his wide receivers aren't giving him much to work with. They're missing a lot of his passes. Some of his very good passes at that. That's going to be up. It's placed, but poop with the interception. And that is a big interception for the Panthers. That has got to shift the momentum. I felt the momentum was on the Eagles side for a little bit right there, but I think that was pretty much a killer for any of that momentum. So that is a big interception. And the Panthers are going to get started here again on offense. Last quarter. So moving to the fourth. Still a 12-point game. Now the team has scored in a pretty long time. It's been like... I think it's been... Neither team has scored this half. It's been the same score. Good pass. Can't quite get it in. And regardless, number 7 right there. I believe that's Kima ready to swat it down. And see who's going to hike it here. Rolls back to the left. Only one rusher that's applying really any pressure. The other one was pretty non-existent. Has the short option. He goes deep. And it's caught. Panthers touchdown. And the Panthers are going to add another touchdown onto their performance. And that is... Who else but XL90? Another touchdown for him right there. As that is a great catch. Great throw and catch right there. And now, of course, they're going to go for the extra point right here. See if they can connect. And it will be good. 35-16. And, of course, the first touchdown of the half for either team. And you got to wonder, without that interception, are they going to score that touchdown? Probably not. That was a big momentum shift. Eagles QB had the run option, decides otherwise, gets a block from his rusher. Regardless, he's still running out of space. He's got to get rid of it. Oh, he gets rid of it. And it's caught. Up the middle. And that's good for 39. BHO Foxter with the tackle. And that is a great catch right there under a lot of pressure. Had to get rid of that ball, and he does. Again, debating on whether he should run, decides to, and he gets 1 yard. I feel like if he ran right on instinct, right off rip, he runs and he dives, that's good for like 7 or 8, but only gets 1 out of it. It's 2nd and 14. And they're going to teleport their player on. So they let the clock run down. And Wig rolling to the left, a little bit flag spike, he's moved back. Again, he's got to get rid of it. They're getting put in a lot of predicaments. Almost intercepted. Kima has to get something out of it. And they get 3 yards. Is that enough? Guess we'll find out. But 3rd and 12, they've got to convert. Another lag spike. Not a great serve for my internet, of course. Almost gets tackled. He is. He's down for 2 yards. Loss of 2 yards. They're going to have to kick a field goal from... Oh, they're going to go for it. Oh, I don't... How does that work? What? I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can do that. We'll see if this is allowed. They don't even have the correct yards on it. It would be 4th and 17. But he's going to be pushed back again all the way to his own 20. Going to be forced to release this ball. He's at his own 10. And he gets some space. He'll be able to move up. But regardless, he has to find an option. Quickly at that. Not too much pressure from these Ds anymore. And they let him go back again. He's going to start running back. And if this wasn't Roblox, you'd probably be out of energy by now. And he's down for 34. Oh man. And the Eagles just shot themselves in the foot on that one. They just pretty much just messed themselves up. I mean, they had a field goal and then they needed the touchdown. It's 2:27, 35-16. They needed it, but I mean, you just gave the Panthers the ball in your own half. And Carolina gets flagged for 5 DBs. And we have a 1st and 20 here after that flag. And alright. 2:21 on the clock. So they're going to take their time. And XU rolling back to the right. He doesn't have any blockers, getting double rushed. And that's intercepted by the Eagles. Very good interception right there. And that's going to be Bcfa EDS coming in with the interception. And I mean, that gives the Eagles a chance. Puts them back in contention to win this game. So they could not let up another touchdown there. It was pretty much wraps. So a great pickoff right there. I believe that is XU's first interception of the game. First interception given up, that is. And that is huge. And Kima, going to be the QB now. Rolls out for 4 yards. The Eagles once again have to switch quarterbacks, as their old one, whatever his name was, just was not getting the job done. And Kima's going to come in for relief. That is their old quarterback right there. He's going to hand it off again. Going to get some movement in game. And Kima rolls back to the right. Looking over his options, he goes for a deep throw. It's picked off. And that is not what you need at this point in the game. Another interception for XL90. Having himself a great game here. See, as he's been a lockdown on offense and on defense. Been a lock, is a better way to put it. And XU is going to get the ball back here. Rusher quickly closing in, has to get rid of it. It's picked off! Another interception for the Eagles. This time very close to their own end, not to their own end zone, to the Panthers end zone. And Roblox Muhammad 424. Wig with the interception. And the Eagles have got to connect here and then probably go for that onside. See what they do. As they're going to go back to their old QB. And they've got to do something. He's going to roll out. Moving up the middle to the end zone. It's overthrown. A good look, but couldn't quite get the pass off. And once again, gonna give it another try. This time on 2nd and goal. Getting pushed back again. Has to do something. He's down for 22. And now it's 3rd and goal from the halfway point of the field. That is not what you need. And they're gonna go straight back to Kima. Gonna see what can be done. Getting double rushed with no blockers. Has to get rid of it. It's a good throw. Not quite. And it's 4th and goal. They have to go for the end zone. 2 rushers again, no blockers. Kima's just gonna get pushed back. Has to put it up. The throw it's gonna be short. It's caught, and it's a touchdown. Oh my goodness. And they're gonna do the 4th and 25. What a catch and touchdown right there. And the Eagles are going to advance their score to 22 points. And we have a 35-22 game on our hands. That is a very clutch throw and catch. I didn't think it was going to work personally, but definitely needed that. And that's going to be good. And they are down by 12 points. And they're going to do the 4th and 25 here. Remember, they can do that. But they've got to connect. And they're going to hand it off to Kima. 4th and 25 from the touchback distance. No blockers again. But the rusher kind of sells. They mess up the double rush. Let him get it off. The throw's up. Picked off by Poop, and that is probably game. This might be game over. It was a very good throw. The wide receivers couldn't quite get it done. And that is pretty much wraps. So we have a 41 seconds left on the clock. And that's pretty much it. They're going to put XL90 at QB. He's going to run. Gain of 2 yards. And the Eagles are going to use their first timeout. And going to P-clock that down to the end. And we may be witnessing the final 31 seconds of the Eagles season here, as the Panthers will advance to the Super Bowl. Unless they really sell the bag, which I'm assuming they won't. They're too experienced of a team to sell that bad. So we're likely looking at our Super Bowl contenders here with the ball down for 23. Another timeout by the Eagles. Can't rush 3, not in 20. Apparently they can't rush 3. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Looks like the Panthers don't really care though. And XU is going to be back at the quarterback position in these final 20. Has to instantly throw it. It's caught. Eagles are all missing tackles. They keep missing tackles. And the time is ticking. They can't get them down. And the Eagles will have to use their last timeout with 10 seconds remaining. And this is very likely going to be game. And a delay of game, for some reason, called on the Panthers. There's not too much they can do. It's going to be a turnover. And now they have to do that shit again. They need 34 yards, yep. And probably the final play of the game here, 35-23 game. They're going to rush 3 to no avail. They cannot get the sack. They'll throw it. Very big lag spike. It's incomplete. Turnover on downs. The Eagles can try to score for pride here. I would assume they're going to do some sort of LS. That's what they've got to do. They will. It's stopped, and that's game. Panthers win 35-23. And of course we're going to get the stats here. Don't mind my stats. And those are all the stats. Right there. And we're going to get the game MVP, which will be probably XL or XU. It'll be XU. 36 points scored, 382 yards, no interceptions, but a very good job at QB. And that is going to be it for the game. Thank you for tuning in if you were here. Not too many viewers in this one, but I appreciate anybody that stayed the whole way through or just checked in randomly. If you're just checking in now, then game over. But thank you to everybody that watched, of course. If you're still watching now, appreciate it. And that's going to be it for this stream. I'll see you guys later.